Hey, my name's Dan. I'm 29 and currently living in Southern California. So I've loved Pokemon since the original Red and Blue. So when Pokemon Go came out, I think I downloaded it the very first day. So I've been playing, consistently ever since then. And my girlfriend and I, we travel a lot for work. She works remotely. I kind of freelance and work remotely, so we're always on the hunt for rare regionals wherever we go. And sometimes we even decide like where we're going to travel to based on whatever regionals are in that area. So, for example, we were living in Uganda for a couple of months, and despite playing every day after work, we were never able to find a Tropius, and that was the one that we wanted. We even looked in South Africa when we moved there, and when we were deciding where to go next, we ended up picking Cyprus just to try to get one last shot before we had to move to another part of the country. It was awesome. We were able to finally, catch him on our very last day there. On top of that, we even have been to Antarctica, and we heard rumors about gyms existing down there, but we found out, unfortunately, our cell phones didn't work the entire time, so, we weren't able to leave our mark. So we play Pokemon Go all the time. It's kind of like sometimes one of my favorite parts of the day, just going for a walk, and just trying to catch a few, wherever we are. When my girlfriend is off work, we try to take at least one Pokewalk together so we can look for gyms, we can raid, we can battle together. On the weekends, honestly, sometimes it even takes up half of our day just like walking around and exploring wherever we are, looking for any special events that are going on, and, just using that as a really cool way to spend time with each other. So one of the reasons that I do love the game is the collection aspect. I'm definitely one of those gamers that just has to get 100% on every level that I'm on. So wherever we go, I've kind of made it a mission to collect every medal I can in Pokemon Go. It brings kind of another dimension to the travels, knowing that I can go like regional hunting and collect whatever's in that area. And it's also really cool knowing that I've left like, hundreds of Pokemon at different gyms in different countries and have also caught, a bunch of Pokemon from a bunch of different countries. So, really the games kind of combine like two of my favorite, passions, gaming, collection, and traveling. So in the beginning, I actually met a lot of people. So I'm kind of introverted naturally. It's really hard for me to put myself out there. So, I immediately was able to join local communities, Discord, Facebook groups, wherever we would go. And we would end up, meeting a bunch of people and like kind of gathering raiding parties. And then that would eventually evolve into friendships a little bit later on. More recently, we ended up moving to the Netherlands, and we ended up playing a lot more on our own because we didn't know anybody in the country. But just like in the States, the Netherlands had a really passionate Pokemon Go community, so we ended up never being short on people for raids. And some of our closest friends, like in the Netherlands, we met playing Pokemon Go. So unfortunately, when COVID hit and when everything went on lockdown pretty much all over the world, we weren't able to get out and play as much. So, we were mostly, my girlfriend and I were just playing with each other. One way that did kind of impact us was with our relationship with her sister and, who I call my sister-in-law. She's one of our best friends. She would travel with us whenever possible. She's been to a bunch of countries with us. And that was one of our, three favorite things to do was to play Pokemon wherever we'd go. So, we'd always look for raids, we'd battle together, we'd trade Pokemon whenever we met up and kind of compare like what we'd, have caught where we couldn't get that regional, where she was living. So it was a really cool thing to look forward to. And it was just, again, another fun way for us to travel together. So when COVID prevented that, from happening because we couldn't see each other for, months and months and months, it was really a bummer for us because that was one of our favorite things to do together. But when Pokemon Go put out remote raiding, that was just another way for us to stay in touch. So we found ourselves, texting in our group chat a lot. Sometimes we get a frantic message from her saying raid in all caps, and then, we try to stop whatever we're doing and figure out whatever raid she wanted us to join in, because, she knew that she couldn't, win the raid on her own, so we'd have to jump in and help her. We would also make specific raid dates, so that was just another way for us to kind of set aside dedicated time for each other. And it's just been a really cool way for us to, kind of maintain some sort of connection when we just found ourselves apart for so long. And it's kind of funny. I even have maxed out a few like Talonflames that I'm actually waiting, to trade with her when we end up, being able to meet up next because she missed that, specific community day. So altogether, Pokemon Go has been an amazing, part of my life over the past couple years. From traveling to spending time with my girlfriend and maintaining, relationships with people all over the world when we're apart.